Mavs. They've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
And the Mavericks with possession here, following the score by Oklahoma City. Pass to Nowitzki. They need this. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Thunder leading by 4.
And when you look at the Mavs, they have always built through free agency, still tinkered with the roster this season to get into a position to compete. Not having any lottery picks for so long has hampered their youth and development.
Parsons can't get that one to fall.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
And Adams kicks to Durant. Just 4 to shoot. Hits it from 3-point range. Durant's got 13 points.
Well, you know, with the Mavs making the playoffs so consistently, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Cuts both ways. They rarely have draft picks that help take the team to the next level, but they are in the playoffs, which is what every team wants to be part of.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Well, you can bet the defense wasn't expecting that kind of razzle-dazzle out of him, but the spin worked like a charm. Perfect.
Outside Westbrook. Here's the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Well, when you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Steven Adams. Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. Waiters, he's checked in for Andre. Robertson, and it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor. You know, I was thinking back to that Iverson quote on Westbrook. They play with that same fire. The styles in which they play are different, but you can see the intensity is the same between them.
And Oklahoma City making a change. Collison's out there.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
Now, here's Felton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. From outside the arc, can't get it to go. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
The thing I took away from that game was just how dominant they were on the backboard.
Well, it would have been hard not to see how dominant they were based on the numbers. I mean, they just completely dominated the glass.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
And J.J. Barea, the bucket on the assist by Felton. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Payne passes to Cantor. He dishes it to Payne. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Waiters. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Now, here's Barea. The feed to McGee. Carson's outside. 3 seconds left. The shot no good. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand. Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the starters were extremely happy to get some rest and let the bench guys do the heavy lifting. Definitely a feel-good win for the team.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder, they've got Enes Kanter, Nick Collison out there with Kyle Singler. Then it's Payne, and it's Roberson, and at the shooting guard position. Here's Payne. After Wesley Matthews score, it's stolen by Barea. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Harris. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Harris has got his first basket of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Roberson can't hit. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Here is Harris, following the score by Oklahoma City. Knocked away. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Some great shooters here. Let's check out the league leaders. Fourth, Enes Kanter.
All players occasionally go through hot and cold streaks, but over the course of the regular season, he has shot a high percentage, and that's made him a go-to guy for his team. You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Nowitzki in for Powell. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Kansas. Baca comes in for Nick Collison. Durant's checked in for Singler. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. Deron Williams checked in for Dallas. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists in the game.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Now here's Pachulia. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
The Mavericks have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Matthews, no good.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look.
I mean, just beautiful.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum. Boost, they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it. And guys, it's easy to forget sometimes just how young Kevin Durant still is. I mean, last season, he became the 2nd youngest player to get to 15,000 points.
Dallas calls timeout. For Durant getting to 15,000 points, the only player Clark to do it quicker was LeBron James.
Yeah, and it's even more impressive when you realize that Durant did spend 1 year in college, Kevin. You take a year off his age, and he and LeBron got to that point plateau in virtually the same amount of time.
Waiters, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Mavericks trail by 4. The dish to Pachulia. It's Matthews on the wing. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Minnesota. Oklahoma City has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. It's stolen by Harris. Dishes it to Nowitzki. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki.
And looking now at some numbers for Waiters, how last month turned out for him. He's getting around 8 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And frankly, I think he can play better, guys. I mean, even he would have to admit to that.
Yeah, realistically, he's going to have to step it up. I mean, that's the reality. Or he's going to start to lose those minutes.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Matthews. That's Felton in for Devin Harris.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now Westbrook, after the missed 3 from Raymond Felton, puts it up from 15. Shots good by Waiters. And the Thunder lead by 6. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Felton dishes to Parsons. Williams against Westbrook. Pass to Felton. Takes a 3. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good. Felton has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was given